done well enough in that game against Namibia when, of course, he scored that hat-trick to hold on to his place.
Yeah, great contest there. You see Michael Taggy-Thackly-Bow trying to take the outside. Good tackle by Lee Halfpenny and good cover inside by Scott Williams. Been a good start to the game. Both teams have had little bits of good play, so they'll both be pretty pleased with how it's gone to start.
Good pressure, of course, from in the Wales squad. Jonathan Davies, having played all 240 minutes, the only man to have done so. Getting time off for good behaviour in many ways this afternoon on the bench. There is his replacement, Scott Williams, to burn. George North cuts back inside, has the strength to get out of the tackle. North up to the 22. Again looking at that short side with Luke Charteris. Phillips feeds out to Priestland. Priestland tries to get the ball through the tackle. I think it's gone loose and I think Fiji have snaffled it. Indeed, they swing it out and kick it clear. An effective defence from the Fijians.
Great defence by the Fijians. Luke Charteris working hard. It's a ploy Wales use a lot. You just see here the turnover. This is exactly what Wales need, and they moved the ball really well. Got the ball out wide, and George North causing damage again. Every time he gets the ball, he's a real threat. You just see him. He just makes a dummy, busts through a tackle. Superb play by George North, and he gives them so much ability and so much. He's just a go-to man. The man you want to get his hands in the ball, and it's great for Wales to have him on the field.
He's such a great focus for every Wales attack, isn't he? Because not just because of his size, but his strength and his ability. And there's another man who's the focus of Wales. Oh, Warburton just losing the ball as he tried to offload it. Tony Talai, not going anywhere fast, so I think Wayne Barnes will take it back. But Warburton, well, what a 12 months he's had.
Yeah, he's been fantastic, and that's one of the big features of his game. He's got great pace. He's had half an opportunity there, and he's just gone. That's a real feature of his play, and I think didn't realise how quick he actually was. He was away, and he tried to offload. He thought he was going to get tackled, but I think he could have kept going there. Good little bits of play by Wales. They just got to get that accuracy. That's all important to Wales, just to keep the ball, not make mistakes, and make Fiji work really hard. Just squeeze them and put pressure on them.
Well, Warburton doesn't turn 23 until Wednesday. And I think that's Rupeni Nasinga, the blindside flanker, who's been penalised for an off-the-ball tackle. Now, interesting call from Warburton here. I think they're going to look for territory straight away. As I say, they are facing a fairly stiff breeze. And there's a bit of rain in the air as well. It's been a beautiful day here up until about an hour and a half ago.
You see Sam Warburton, he'd actually thought he was going to get tackled and tried to offload to Toby Faletau, but he'd actually broken the tackle and was away. But it's difficult when you get through like that, and he's got so much pace, and it's really hard to think at that speed. But I think for Wales, they're doing really well. This is really got to be really error-free here and just put Fiji under massive pressure.
Again, the go-to man is the skipper. Ryan Jones comes round, an ex-skipper, of course. A crash ball there for Jamie Roberts, and making a bit of headway as well. Fiji trying to get their white line up very quickly, but here comes Lee Byrne on the short side. Makes the mistake of running into Albert Vuli and giving away the penalty as well. Warren Gatland, local hero, of course, such a popular character in these parts. Not sure what he's going to make of the first 5 minutes, but early doors in this game. Just to remind you, Wales will progress by taking at least 1 point this afternoon. I'll give you the other formations just to make sure you know. Listen carefully, I will say this only once. Samoa will progress if Fiji beat Wales by at least 39 points, score 4 tries and restrict Wales to less than 4 tries, or beat them by 38 points, score at least 6 tries, more than Wales, and restrict Wales to less than 4 tries. There is a way that Fiji are going to go through, but they're not going to go through if they defend like that. Jamie Roberts, well, that was the original knife through butter. Simple stuff for Wales, and look at the grin on Jamie Roberts' face.
Yeah, it's great. It's exactly what Wales have got to do. They had the turnover, but they've got Fiji in the right area. Get Fiji down into their half, put pressure on them. Wales got a turnover from the line out. Nice play by Sam Warburton and Rhys Priestland. You can just see here, Luke Charteris gets up well to compete. Sam Warburton steals the ball. Nice pass out to Priestland to Roberts, and just great step. And Wales just look like they've got so much penetration throughout their team. They really are going to cause Fiji problems, but all they've got to do Just keep it simple, get down in Fiji's half, put them under pressure and wait for those turnover chances.
Well, it was Lovren Balabu, the centre, who plays alongside Johnny Wilkinson at Toulon, who missed that tackle. Priestland doesn't miss his first kick, and the perfect start for the Red Dragons.
Great stuff for Wales, and it's just that I think you've seen George North have a carry, you've seen Jamie Roberts, and that's what they can do. Wales have got players who can break the line. You just see him here, Jamie Roberts, simple one-on-one, just steps and a handoff. Fantastic try by Jamie Roberts. It's just really strong individual play.
I just finished the possible pool scenarios for you. Seems an irrelevance after that last play, but Fiji can progress by beating Wales by 85 points, scoring 4 tries and restricting Wales to less than 4 tries and having 4 players with birthdays in November. I think that's probably an irrelevance this afternoon, but it has to be said, and it has been said. And now Wales can try and move their way out back towards halfway. Charteris taking the ball into the contact, but the presentation not helping his team. Nicky Little playing in his 4th Rugby World Cup, tries to thread it through. Lee Byrne is going to dot it down. 22. Lee Byrne trying to get the play to go back from whence he kicked it, but Wayne Barnes was having none of that.
That was a good effort, wasn't it? You never know Wayne Barnes what call he's going to make, but
looked like a dance move.
It was a good try by Lee Byrne for that.
Reece Priestland once again in that number 10 shirt, getting the nod over Stephen Jones this afternoon, and would seem to indicate that he is the premier choice, and that's master and student exchanging roles in many ways.
Yeah, I think so. I think Reece Priestland as well, he fully deserves it. He's had his opportunity in the warm-up game against England at the start. He had that chance against England when Stephen Jones dropped out, and he's taken it with both hands, and he's been fantastic. His performance against South Africa was one of those performances. He put a marker down and said, I'm here to stay, I want this number 10 jersey, and he's one of those players who seems to bring the best out of the players around him. So got to take your hat off to him and say, really well done.
Well, Wales with the advantage in weight.
Engage.
Make it count in the first scrum. Otava waits for the ball before feeding his fly half. Here comes Lovren Balabu. Quick recycle, and it's on to Masinga. Looking to get it wide. There's Tangi Fakembau, the younger. Ooh. Well, the Fijian fans thought it was a late tackle. I don't think the officials did. The ball goes dead.
Captain, you can have a 22 or a scrum. Scrum.
It's going to be a scrum call from Warburton.
It was fantastic hands by Kelasoni there. Wales obviously employ a really strong blitz, and it was a great piece of hands. And he put Michael Tangi Fakembau in a little bit of space, and his kick was just a little bit too strong.
There is the younger brother of Silosi, of course, plies his international trade with Samoa.
I think they must have given a forward pass here, saying they got the scrum to Wales now, so they're good hands, but a little bit forward, unfortunately.
Engage! White, no bind. Far side, white, no bind.
The binding from Wasea Nalango, the youngest man in this Fijian squad, just 22 years of age, getting his first start in this World Cup. It really is a very inexperienced side. If we talk about caps, Tangi Fakembau also getting his first run, in every sense of the word there. Pick up and drive from Lawaravu, the Sale Sharks, second row. Samutha, tight head. Suddenly the ball spun wide. And there is Nakarawa. Played every minute of every game in this World Cup and really made a big impression. And Saracens fans, well, I'm hearing strong whispers that he may be joining your ranks in the not too distant future. And Albert Bouli applies his trade, of course, in Paris with Racing Metro. Big hit from Gethin Jenkins, stopping Sunia Koto in his tracks, forcing that Fijian attack to stall. Great work. Is that Ryan Jones in the middle of that? One man against 4, but really proving to be a major irritant.
And away 4.
Fiji struggling to get over the gain line right now. Lavambolavo leads the way. Buatava just trying to find the territorial position, but only finds Lee Byrne. I suppose the end result is what Fiji wanted.
Yeah, I think Fiji will be pretty happy with that. They put some good play together. Just little things for Wales. It's just these mistakes they make, and they mistouch there, a turnover in the midfield from Luke Charteris in their own half. It's just inviting pressure. And Wales have almost, I think, got to try and flip the game, get down in Fiji's half and allow the mistakes to happen there. That's what they've got to do. They can't afford to make those unforced errors.
Vittori Buatava, the scrum half, getting his first start this afternoon. Born and bred in Australia, but plying his trade in the Italian Regional Championship. Steps in as scrum half. Nicky Little, belying his 35 years of age, to sidestep the oncoming tackler. There's Mathendingo. Another man who plays in the top 14 in France, this time with Montpellier. Takes his team into the 22. Head down, straight forward goes Stefano Samotha. And the crowd try and get themselves involved for the first time in this Fijian attack. Andy Davis looks to be in the walls there. It's going to be a penalty to Fiji.
Wonderful play by Fiji, just bashing away, making Wales work hard in defence, and starting to get a little bit of momentum, a little bit of ground, and Wales just got to be careful not to allow Fiji to get a foothold into the game and get their confidence up, because that's when they're really dangerous.
Samotha, the tight head, making the dent in that red line.
Yeah, he's had a couple of impressive carries so far, and he's looking good. Fiji's ball retention is excellent as well. Wales have been particularly strong in this tournament at defending and getting the jackals in and stealing the ball. But at the minute, Fiji are on top and cleaning out really well and doing a good job. They'll be delighted with this start.
Nicky Little is going to line up his first kick, and it's a very big kick in more ways than one. He's playing his 14th Rugby World Cup match, and not only, I thought he got that through. I think the wind just drifted it past. Not only is he making that a record for Fiji, but if he can get points, it would be points in 4 World Cups, and he'd join the talents of Brian Lima from Samoa, our very own Gareth Thomas sitting in the studio, and Gareth Rees, of course, for Canada in managing that feat. But he's going to have to wait and bide his time as that penalty sails past the right and upright. Good tackle coming in from Jamie Roberts, not allowing Fatiaki to get up ahead of steam. Time Little, he overcooked it. It's a very good kick actually. Lee Byrne had to field that. He was very close to the line. Fiji on the Priestland. Lee Halfpenny coming up in support, but Priestland not throwing the 50-50 pass. Oh, it's worked for Wales. I don't think it's quite what Jamie Roberts intended.
I think Warren Gatland will be a bit disappointed with Wales. They're just making those errors, those unforced errors that they can't afford to make. Wales, the type of team Wales are now, they can defend really strongly, but when they attack, they've got to be really accurate and just keep the ball, and wait for one of their individual players to do something brilliant and change the game up.
Gethin Jenkins getting some attention there. As the guys have mentioned in the studio, the only man in the same position as 4 years ago. Michael, you were on the bench then. That left a big scar on Welsh rugby. Can these players eradicate that scar, do you think, in this tournament?
I think these players can definitely eradicate it. They've got so much ability, so much talent. Just at the minute that application is not quite there. They've got to become more accurate and go back to the basics of the game. And if they do that, they'll be far too strong for Fiji.
There we see that tackle from Roberts on Fatiaki.
He's such a strong player, Jamie Roberts. He's whenever he makes an impact, every time he does something in defence, in attack, he's a real talisman for Wales and a very, very important player.
We talk about the size of George North, but when you put in the size of Jamie Roberts, they're both 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", and a good nigh on 16 and a half, 17 stone. It really gives you such an extra option in attack and of course in defence as well.
Yeah, and they both got good footwork as well, which makes a big difference. It's not just big men and just running straight. They've got good footwork, and they both got good distributors as well. I know Warren Gatlin was talking about possibly having George North and Jamie Roberts in the centre, because